Hi everybody. So I wanted to give you an update as to what was going on. So when I was eating because I was so used to eating to deal with like pain, like not pain, but discomfort and stuff like that. So whatever was ailing me in the past, if I was feeling uncomfortable, if I was thirsty, whatever, instead of checking to see if I'm thirsty, I used to eat. So basically, what happened was I was so hungry. As you know, I went down to Chinatown and I got all the different fruit. And really, because I love to cook, like I mentioned that before. So I anticipated like the different flavors and all that kind of stuff. Completely forgetting that my stomach has shrunk down to, I don't even know how small. I think they say our stomach is the small size of our fist. So, for some reason, I believe my stomach was smaller than that because I could barely drink, fit water, the watermelon. So anyway, what happened was, the next day, I had a bowel movement, and I had another, and another. I must have had like 30 bowel movements. Every time I put food in my mouth, I had to go to the washroom. I spent the whole day, like laying down, like letting my body rest, because for the first time since I've been doing this fast, I couldn't even work out. I was able to work out during my fast, and I'm gonna just say, I understand that there's doctors that say you should rest and your body's repairing itself, but I'm not being led by a doctor. I believe that I believe in God. I'm living by the Word. I believe in the Holy Spirit, and when I'm guided to do something, I do it. So I was guided to work out through this whole entire fast, and I did pretty much. That might be for one to get the toxins out of your skin, because like I said before, our skin is the largest organ of our body, and two, to get the colon like moving. I don't know, and also to retain muscle. So if you're using the muscle, the body knows not to eat at it or to eat away at it because it's being used. So anyway, so I did work out the whole time. The only day I didn't work out was the day that my girls came to visit, and the day that after all the eating that I did that day, my body just started to purge everything. So basically what happened was I ate the melons, and then nothing happened. And I was kind of not afraid, but I was very concerned. And then I remembered that because I had not been eating, that the blood that would rush to the organs for digestion would be rushing to other parts of the body to help heal, repair, the other parts of the body. So that part of the body isn't being used, and that is why it's suggested that we start off with watermelon. I don't know who in the world starts off with steak. I don't know how you could function. I mean, if you're led by God to start with steak, of God's power to you. But I know for sure that if I would have had watermelon and had like a, one, wedge of a watermelon, I would have been good for a few hours. And I think that the process of restarting my digestive system would have been less abrasive. I mean, it was like putting water in a balloon and then squeezing the air out of it. That's what it was like. And it lasted for a day. Luckily, or thank God in heaven, it was the day before my daughter's graduations. There was 2 graduations for my daughters the next day. And what I will say is that when you're fasting, and it's a lengthy fast, and you reintroduce food, don't expect to go out and just be able to just walk around and it's going to be fine. If you kind of have to have the time to kind of let your body do what it's got to do. So the day that I ate was kind of igniting the igniting the furnace of my digestive system, kind of saying there's actually food in there. And then the next day, actually, it was more so like in early morning, like 4 in the morning, I felt a nudge, an urge to kind of go to the washroom. So I went to the washroom, and because when I went to the washroom, I saw what I eat, and I thought that if I ate more, that I would hydrate myself. I just found that when I ate, everything was coming out. I was concerned about being dehydrated. And I should have been, because I've done dry fast before too, so it's not a big deal not to have fluid and like not to be drinking. But my concern was I hadn't been eating for more than 40 days. So the day of the girls' graduation, I had to put on my poker face, or they say a flint, like a rock, and find a washroom. And I had to find raw fruit. Like, everyone was eating cooked food, and I couldn't do that. So I was in the community. I didn't come prepared with stuff to eat, so I went and found some apples. I know almonds aren't good at the beginning of a fast, like, and ending a fast, but because I was in the community, I was trying to find something to slow the body down. But anyway, so basically it was about a 2 days of kind of like a flushing through the body. Today, that was what? Today's Friday. That was Wednesday. So yesterday, what did I do? What did I do yesterday? Well, yesterday I think I was kind of just feeling out like, can I leave the house? I made my daughter some dinner. Oh yeah, we cooked together. I made my daughter some, I showed her how I make beef and black bean sauce. Anything that you get in a restaurant, you can do it in a more healthy way. So she's not vegan, and that's okay. She's heard my stories about when I had my times when I was out and about and stuff like that. So as much as I believe times that we're living in are very serious, I can only pray. I can't make my children do what I want them to do. I believe that you can tell them what you believe is knowledgeable, you can read the word to them, but you can't make them do anything. They're individuals. As soon as they have a mind and an understanding of what's around them and make decisions, they're individuals. And they're accountable for their choices. So anyway, today was an awesome day. I went back downtown to get some more fruit, but I only ended up getting like grapes and what else? I only ended up getting grapes and wheat gluten. I just wanted to get out and just it was such a nice day today, get downtown. I didn't take any videos of downtown because it's a lot different in the week than it is on the weekend, and it's almost Canada Day. So people were kind of hustling and bustling to get stuff together. The stores were kind of closing at 7, and so I didn't get a lot of stuff. I don't think I need a lot of stuff. I'd rather get organic, one thing here and there, than get a whole bunch of stuff. Now that I know that I can't eat all that my eyes see, like it's just my days of like loving food like that are over. I actually kind of was turned off of food a bit there, which is sad because I don't want to hate food, but so what did I get today? Let me show you what I got today. Hold on. Mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms because you can eat them raw, and if you cook them or roast them, they take on any flavor you give them, and they have a meatiness to them. So when you eat mushrooms, I'm always looking for something that replaces the texture of meat, because I do like meat. The texture of it, I don't miss how it makes my stomach feel, to be honest. Like, sometimes it's heavy, but I do like the texture in my mouth. So mushrooms, all different kinds of mushrooms I like. The only ones I do like but I don't eat anymore are shiitake mushrooms, because Dr. Sebi had mentioned something about them. I don't remember exactly what that is, but I don't eat shiitake mushrooms anymore. These are the mushrooms I was talking about before that when you cook them, they kind of have like a noodleish kind of form to them. They totally suck up the flavor of whatever you put in them. So you could lightly sea salt it and a little bit of sesame seed oil, onion, or green onion, red onions, whatever. Add wheat gluten and make yourself a little stir fry if you wanted to. But mushrooms are just friends. I really like mushrooms. And what else? Alfalfa sprouts. Avocado alfalfa sprouts. And I think I'm going to put the wheat gluten in it. And I have rice paper. Make myself a wrap. I'm looking forward to this. I was mentioning that I was thinking about this a lot, and so I got some of that. What else did I get today? Some grapes. And the wheat gluten. That's it. None of this stuff is going to go bad before I have a chance to eat it. The wheat gluten, I'm going to freeze it because I'm not going to go downtown for a while again. I'm going to probably make my own, but right now I don't feel like having to deal with the kitchen right now, so I'm going to just freeze what I bought. Can I buy anything else? Oh, and I bought some apples. I already ate 2 of them. What's that? Gnocchi mushrooms. Got 2 of them. It's 2 for $1.50, and that's that. So that's all I got today. The video about why I did a 40-day fast and I wasn't like obese is coming. Because I feel better, I do want to do more quality videos. So that's where I'm at. That's why I kind of been missing in action, because I was laying, actually it was cool, it was warm, so I was laying on the floor on a mat, kind of curled up in a fetal position. So hoping that it would stop. And let me tell you, when they say to take it easy and to listen to your body, that's exactly what you need to do. You don't need a professional to tell you that you're full. You don't need a professional to tell you that it's time to eat. You don't need a professional to tell you that your body, you probably need to fast. Like, it's just, I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I think that science plays a part, but I do believe that God is a guide. I think He's a guide and a healer. And He says His expectation of us is that we fast and pray. That there's no exception to that. And there's different ways to fast, of course. But now that my fat stores are so minimal right now, I can't imagine being nudged to do a 40-day fast anytime soon. But I still will be, now that my system's kind of settled, be doing the OMAD, like where it's, unless I'm guided to do something different. But because of my diet's a little bit different, I may not be doing the OMAD. Maybe I'll do 2 meals a day. But before this fast, I was doing 1 meal a day. And I was doing things like niçoise salad. So I'd have green beans, sweet potatoes, roasted tomatoes, avocado, a mixture of whatever vegetables I like. And just because the mixture is the different flavors together taste so good, you don't need really a dressing. I did make a kind of a vinaigrette dressing. It had Dijon mustard. And occasionally, to be honest, I did incorporate like a organic boiled egg. And, but now I think I've been kind of led to not have meat at all, because the parasites that live in people's bodies love meat. They love particularly raw meat. So, this has been quite the journey. And I'm going to for this particular video, I'm going to put the link to Neighbor Bob in the description box. And I'm also going to put the link to the exercise videos I did today. And let me tell you, one thing I didn't mention is that when I exercised today, I felt like I could fly. Like people on the video were like breathing, and I felt like I had an energy to last me forever. To me, this is amazing. I know I wasn't jumping up and down as hard as they were, but I was definitely keeping up. And the name of the exercise that I was doing, one of the exercises that I did, where you jump down, you kind of run, and then you jump up again. It's not a squat. I can't remember what it is called. But anyway, the point is, before this fast, I hated that exercise. As a child, when my coach would say, burpees. Wow. When I was a kid, and my coach would say, do burpees. Sometimes I wish I could just Scotty beam me out. So I hated them. Because the food that I had been eating were my mom's a great cook. She can bake, she can cook, she always has. But her style of cooking and baking is based on what we've been taught, like refined sugar, all that kind of stuff. Easter we have bun, Christmas we have, we have a black cake. Bun and cheese, you name it. Tastes great, but what it's doing to your body. And like I said before, as a child, I used to always eat to pacify myself. So that's over. My job is to not have to go through this kind of a fast again. I still haven't found the psyllium husk and the bromide clay yet, and the black charcoal. I don't know how to find the black charcoal, but I know where to get this stuff. But I thought if I went downtown where I was, I'd get it, but they had no idea what I was talking about. So I'm gonna have to get it down where I'm at right now, which is more of suburban area. But they'll have it. It's me though. He's looking for a deal. Someone had mentioned, get some facts in there. I do have facts. I have to get the video up. I've just been so kind of going through this transitional period from not fasting to from fasted to refeeding, and it's caught me off guard. So anyway, I thank you for your support. Like and subscribe. Share, make comments. I love the dialogue. And there's another YouTuber. I'm going to add her channel in my description box as well. She's doing a fast strictly for weight loss, and so we have similar thinkings about fasting and some differences though, but mine definitely is more about healing and about detoxing and about dealing with addictions. Hers is about weight maintenance specifically. So if that's what you're really about, I'm going to add the link to her description before. Neighbor Bob, he is more along the lines of how I see things. He's more along the lines of detoxing and healing the body and getting rid of mucoid plaque. Not if. I know everyone has it. I know it's real. And the gas and the rapid elimination of food in my body was supposedly some indication that I might be ready to expel my mucoid plaque. So I'm going to hurry up and find the ingredients I need to make this drink. And then when I expel it, I'm going to share that, because I think you need to know that it's there. And I know other people have done it, but if you're supporting me and I'm sharing all the things with you, then I'll let you to see it, right? So yeah, subscribe, join me in my journey, be a part of my familia, and I'd love to hear your comments, any questions, anything that you want to share, anything that you think that I may be able to share to help you. Let me know. You are made marvelously. Be blessed.